One of the biggest challenges for coaches and experts online is this. How do you actually show your value before someone's worked with you? Because in person, it's easier. In person, they can feel your presence, they can ask you questions, they can experience what you think, and they can feel whether they trust you. But online, people are deciding from your content, your messaging, your emails, your lead magnets, and the way you show up because they don't have other parameters to feel that proximity and build trust with you. So, if your content is not building conversations, the issue is not always your content or the visibility of it. It may be that people are seeing you, but they are not yet experiencing your value deeply enough to trust you. So that's what we are talking about today. How online coaches build trust and showcase their value online. And really, this is a continuation of the previous episodes. In the last episode, I talked about clarity and why clarity is one of the first pillars to build trust online. But clarity alone is not enough because once people notice you and start paying attention, then you have to give them value. So, your question now becomes how do I actually demonstrate value online in a way that builds trust and actually creates real client relationships? So, that is what we are going to talk about today. Now, the first thing to think about value is that valuable content creates authority, not just engagement. A lot of people think that valuable content means more tips, more education, more how to posts. And yes, those can help. But useful content alone does not automatically build authority. For example, if I talk about myself, I help coaches and experts build online authority, deepen trust, and turn conversations into clients. Now, I could create content like 5 LinkedIn posting tips or 3 ways to improve engagement. And yes, that might be useful, but that's also easy to forget. Now, compare this to why experts are creating content consistently but still not building trust online. That creates a different kind of conversation because I've gone deeper. Now we are talking about perception, positioning, authority, about client behavior and beliefs that sometimes they don't even know. So, that kind of content helps people see something that they had not fully understood before. And so, this is the difference. Content that is giving tips only gets consumed. Content that gives clarity, that builds authority. Because people don't trust experts just because they're posting often. They trust experts because their content helps them think better. Shift 2. Value should create a small win. So, you've likely heard about lead magnets and freebies by now. You create these and then people walk into your world. Yes, maybe. Your lead magnet definitely creates a low risk way for someone to experience your value. A good lead magnet, though, is not just free information. It should solve one small but meaningful problem. For example, if I gave someone a simple guide on 3 conversation shifts that help coaches turn DMs into calls, that's specific. And actually, I do have a freebie for this. It is connected to the deeper work that I do. So, if clients use this freebie and they're actually able to get more qualified calls booked into their calendar, then something actually shifts for them. They're no longer just watching my content, they're actually experiencing my thinking. And that matters. Because most people do not buy immediately, especially in service businesses. There is trust involved, there is risk, there is a higher investment. So there is a question of, I don't want to do this wrong, so can this person actually help me? So when your content or lead magnet gives someone a small win, it reduces uncertainty. And they start thinking, this person understands my problem, this person knows what they're talking about, and I want to hear more from them. And that is how trust starts building. Now, shift 3 I want you to make is that value builds trust over time. Authority is not going to be built by just one viral post. It is built through repeated moments where people experience your thinking, they are understanding the clarity that you bring into their world, and your ability to solve real problems for them. So, someone may read one post and like it, but when they keep seeing you explain their problem clearly, when they keep receiving value, your emails, your posts, your lead magnets, your conversations, and they're all pointing them in the same direction, that is what creates a self sustaining lead generation system. It's not chasing, it's not always pushing. It is becoming the person that they already trust when they are ready. Because value is not just about being helpful, it is about creating enough trust that someone feels safe taking the next step with you. So, quick recap. Today we looked at three shifts. Valuable content creates authority, not just engagement. Two, value should create a small win, not just give information. And repeated value will build trust over time. So, this really is the second pillar of building your self sustaining lead generation system because ultimately these systems are built on trust. In the upcoming episodes, I'm going to continue talking about trust, building a trust system so that people already walk into your world ready and prepared to buy. So, if you are listening to this and you're realizing that your content, your messaging, your online presence is not fully reflecting where you want to be, the value that you bring, then that's actually the kind of work that I help clients with. Reach out to me and book a 15-minute consult, and I'll see you in the next episode.